everyone, this is Carlos from Global English Santander, and I'm here to tell you a story like almost every Sunday. And today's story is one of my favorites. Today's story is Elmer by David McKee. And if you're ready, let's get started with the story. There was once a herd of elephants. Elephants young, elephants old, elephants tall, fat, or thin. Elephants like this, that, or the other. All different, but all happy, and all the same color. All, that is, except Elmer. As you can see, Elmer was different. Elmer was patchwork. Elmer was yellow and orange and red and pink and purple and blue and green and black and white. Elmer was not elephant color. It was Elmer who kept the other elephants happy. Sometimes he joked with them, sometimes they joked with him. But if there was even a little smile, it was usually Elmer who started it. That's why everybody loved Elmer. One night, Elmer couldn't sleep for thinking. And the thing that he was thinking was that he was tired of being different. Who ever heard of a patchwork elephant, he thought. No wonder they laugh at me. In the morning, before the others were really awake, Elmer slipped quietly away, unnoticed, quietly left the herd. As he walked through the jungle, Elmer met other animals. They always said, "Good morning, Elmer," because they recognized him. Each time, Elmer smiled and said, "Good morning." See the animals he saw? Do you know them all? After a long walk, Elmer found what he was looking for. A large bush. A large bush covered with berries. A large bush covered with elephant-colored berries. Elmer caught hold of the bush and shook it, and shook it, and shook it so that all the berries fell on the ground. Once the ground was covered in berries, Elmer lay down and rolled over and over and over, this way and that way and back again. Then he picked up bunches of berries and rubbed himself all over. He rubbed himself with the berries until there wasn't any sign of any yellow, orange, or red, or pink, or purple, or blue, or green, or black, or white. When he had finished, Elmer looked like any other elephant. After that, Elmer set off back to the herd. On the way, he passed the other animals again. This time, each one said, "Good morning, elephant." And each time Elmer smiled and said, "Good morning," pleased that he wasn't recognized. Now they didn't recognize him because he looks like any other elephant. See? When Elmer rejoined the other elephants, they were all standing quietly. None of them noticed Elmer as he walked his way into the middle of the herd. They're all standing quietly. After a while, Elmer felt that something was wrong. But what? He looked around. Same old jungle, same old bright sky, same old rain cloud that came over from time to time, and lastly, same old elephants. Elmer looked at them. They're so quiet. See? The elephants were standing absolutely still. Elmer had never seen them so serious before. The more he looked at the serious, silent, still standing elephants, the more he wanted to laugh. Finally, he could bear it no longer. He lifted his trunk, and at the top of his voice, he shouted, "Boo!" The elephants jumped and fell all ways in surprise. "Oh my gosh and golly," they said. And then they saw Elmer, helpless with laughter. "Ha ha 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 ha. Elmer," they said. "It must be Elmer." Then the other elephants laughed too, as they had never laughed before. As they laughed, the rain cloud burst, and when the rain fell on Elmer, his patchwork started to show again. You can see there. The elephants are all laughing, see? The elephants still laughed as Elmer was washed back to normal. "Oh, Elmer," gasped an old elephant, "you've played some good jokes, but this has been the biggest laugh of all. It didn't take you long to show your true colors." "We must celebrate this day every year," said another. "This will be Elmer's Day. All the elephants must decorate themselves, and Elmer will decorate himself elephant color." And that is exactly what the elephants do. On one day a year, they decorate themselves and parade. On that day, if you happen to see an elephant, ordinary elephant color, you will know it must be Elmer. Can you recognize Elmer there? And that is the end of the story. Remember, subscribe to our channel down there, like our video, share it everywhere, Facebook, Instagram, etc. Follow us. I will leave the links on the description. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next week.